Hola. ¿Cómo
Hi.
estás?
Muy bien, ¿y tú?
Cansado. Welcome, everyone.
It's
Yo
making
me
everything
siento
in me.
bien.
Oh,
Ya vamos a hacer este en español todo el tiempo, ¿ok?
sí.
Sí.
Perfect, they agree. We are going to do it all in Spanish.
I knew what you said, even though I don't understand what you're saying.
So,
Telepathy,
I
that's
don't
how.
know Spanish. I'd love to.
today, we are just going to be making us some monsters. No randomized monsters this time. We're going to be making some of the monsters of Relendwell.
Yes.
Across all 3 countries. Any
Cross-country monsters.
Any biome is up for grabs.
Go.
So, as a reference, let me just do this.
Nice thing is we got the blinded lands there, so we could also go into crazy aberrations too if we wanted to. Which we definitely should create some.
Let me just
But if we created some
They said. What he said.
jailer themed kind of stuff. Not jailer.
So, here
Whatever
is the
this
map of all Auroran. We will be making creatures of the continent of Relendwell. We've got Alabast, Rascalia, and Hirashal. Hirashal, we don't have the close-up map yet, but here is, it has not been revealed yet, but here is the more up-close map of Alabast. Got a bunch of large biomes. Hailstone Hills, basically almost like a white coral reef canyon, where you get its way for the Saltlands, the Sahara, but if the sand was pure granular salt. The Great Ravine, a giant canyon, Iron Root Pass. The Steaming Valley, a valley of pits and pits and geysers, all heated by Mount Blackspire, the incredibly huge volcano that towers above the burning coast, where its constant rain of ashes grays out and heats up the surrounding area.
I just had a great idea.
Of course, we've also got Rascalia, where the land becomes much less stone compared
I
to...
know that place.
Hey!
Hey!
There's a lot of mosquitoes right in the middle there.
Yeah, where the land becomes much less stone compared to Alabast, where you have the Wildlands, a land of tall grasses and reeds and open plains, followed by the Gloomfurl Swamp, well, there's not much to say. We spent, like, what, 20 episodes in there? It feels like.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like, yeah.
Yeah. Thick mud, just
Two Artamon's dismay.
dense, humid swamp. And immediately north of that, the Ruskin Badlands, where the land dries out and becomes a well and proper desert with large cacti and sagebrush, until you get up to the Blood Ridge Canyons, where large stone mesas reach up into the sky until you get until the land becomes slightly more green up into Hirashal. And of course, the White Spine mountain range at the center of it all.
Home.
Yeah.
So, we've all got some ideas.
I just had a
No.
really good idea.
Almost all. I don't have any ideas.
66% of us have ideas.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait.
Statistically speaking.
So I will say, I will say
That's more than half.
So I will say this. Most of these streams. Let me turn down the tabletop audio just a wee bit more. Most of these streams,
I can hear it.
just as nature of the DM and all this stuff, I get to see more behind the scenes of how monsters and things work than my players do. So I am really curious. I'm just gonna create it from scratch. Andrew, let's make your idea. You lead the way. You tell me what I am writing. I will throw in my 2 cents as I see fit. Do you have a name for this beast?
Yes.
Okay.
So, I think the particular beast I'm thinking of will be either an adult or an ancient dragon. But we could have it be variations of a black slate dragon. Because that whole thing of the in the volcano itself, because we were talking before how there's a massive networks of tunnels inside of the volcano. There's a full-on giant city with like master blacksmiths there in the middle, and you could easily get lost inside. But that would be so cool to just have like I was thinking like, you know, we could think up some kind of like small, interesting creatures unique to that biome, unique to that environment. But I want to have some kind of like aboleth level threat hidden deep in the bowels in there. And I think it'd be cool to have like a giant, flightless slate dragon that would be in there. I think that would be so cool. So also, I mean, if you look at the most southern, the southern city, it's like almost 100% like black slate and everything there. So he blends into the environment too.
Okay. So, yes, Erica.
Is it gonna be a burrowing dragon?
I mean,
possibly.
I guess it would have to be, right?
Yeah.
I have an image in my head.
All right. Now here's the thing: is it a dragon? Is it an elemental? Is it, you know, what is it? Or is it like a monstrosity?
I'd want it to be a dragon.
Okay, it is a dragon. Size.
So, I was thinking, as far as like lore of the mountain itself, there should just be one, and it should be named. But should we just write a more generic version of it?
If you want a named legendary creature.
Okay, I do. And then we could create subsets of it later if we wanted to.
No.
Ancient, adult, child, juvenile.
My tablet is dead. No. No. Of all the
Your
things.
inspiration.
The one time I have inspiration.
Here's the thing. What if you're doing it? If we want to just make a breed of dragons that work like this, that like literally live in volcanoes and stuff, in the deep parts of volcanoes and whatnot, it should be a more generic creature, and then you can just have an ancient one, and name it. Because if it's a dragon, it's gonna be a reasonably intelligent creature.
Mm-hmm.
I hate this paint.
Yeah. I'm not too I'm not too torn either way.
All right,
I could see both being an option.
Let's go with the baseline then, the adult.
Okay, the adult one.
All right, so what are these dragons called? Because here's the thing: are they? Because if you think about the lore of the dragons, you got the metallic dragons, you've got the gem dragons, and you've got the chromatic dragons. Does this thing count as a chromatic dragon? Or is it a dragon-like species that can still be classified as as a dragon species, like the sea serpents, because the sea serpent is technically a dragon. The ancient sea serpent you fought is technically a dragon, but it doesn't really count under a chromatic, as a chromatic dragon. Just because like, let's go into the monsters. Because just because it is a dragon, let's go dragon, it doesn't specifically mean it has to be a full-on dragon, aka wyverns count as dragons, even though they're not one of those three.
Right.
Ancient sea serpent right here. This thing doesn't really fit under. It counts as a dragon, but it doesn't fit under the trifecta of dragons. So it's gonna be more like, even though its creature type is a dragon, it's gonna be more like a cousin to dragons.
I kind of see it like a chromatic.
Well, here's the thing. What makes it a chromatic dragon is it's got chromatic scales. Its body, it's a specific color. It's chromatic, red, green, blue, white.
Slate is the color.
Yeah, so we're going with slate.
It's a very blue-gray color.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Very cool.
The slate. Oh, I just.
Oh, look at that slate roof right there. That looks like scales.
Okay.
I like the one
okay,
to the
hold
right
on,
of it
Andrew.
better.
Yeah, I do like the one to the right of it more.
I just had a brilliant idea.
Great, click on the one to the right.
Yeah. All right. So, we got a slate dragon. Okay. Well, let's just see. I need to see is a
Immune to fire damage.
is slate liberal.
What?
There's probably some company named Slate.
Yeah. All right. Slate is metamorphic rock. Metamorphic rocks sink very deep under the surface, so slate is not a volcanic rock. So,
It could also be obsidian.
yeah. And so I'm just thinking, and just have like this thing, but I feel like we could make it just like an evil draconid thing, but I don't think it would fit within the things, because the other thing you have to remember about chromatic dragons is with the chromatic dragons, they're descendants of Tiamat. Even in the world of Aurora, they are descendants of Tiamat. I feel like these things would be more of a cousin, so we don't have to strictly
Say it's a chromatic dragon.
strictly say it's a chromatic dragon, but it might as well be in terms of behavior.
But I do want to call it a dragon.
You do want to call it a dragon?
It's just cool in my mind.
Like even like.
Hey, thank you for the follow.
Oh, hello,
Hey.
Laycon. Hello.
255.
Yeah, so I definitely like the idea of the slate, though. Even if it isn't like, oh, hey, you don't see slates inside a volcano. It's still cool in my mind.
Yeah. Hey, it could be an invasive species. You never know.
Well, hold on.
Right. And it doesn't have to necessarily be in volcanoes,
hold on.
always. It could just be that one lives there, you know? They like to be in very deep tunnels, is what they prefer.
Yeah.
Underdark and deep tunnels. Here, let's pull this
'Cause
up.
the main thing is
There we go.
Oh, here we go. So, volcanic ash can turn into slate.
Yeah.
Nice. Darn. There goes my invasive species idea. I was so bent on it.
It's so funny hearing you talk, but there's just a picture of the landscape.
Yeah, I've just been moving around and I don't want to expose.
So
we can call it just adult slate
I don't want to
dragon.
dox myself. Even though I couldn't
wait.
possibly.
Andrew,
Huh.
we already have a slate dragon in Auroran. Remember, the Misfortunes went and killed one in our home game?
Was that a slate
yeah,
dragon?
that was just one.
Slate, yeah, with the... it basically worked as the air cannon.
Well, this could just be where it came from.
There we go. In my head, it was wingless, so that one's wingless.
It was.
It was so cool. Oh my goodness.
Being that that was the home game, I'm okay with a little bit of retconning because I want a different breath weapon for it.
Yeah.
Because, do you want to know? So you want to know the idea I was having for its breath weapon?
For this particular one?
For this particular one, yes.
Yeah, what are you thinking?
So, you remember how Avatar Roku died?
Mm-hmm.
Those toxic
No.
fumes going. What if it was a toxic cloud of ash and sediment that chokes its victims?
Oh.
Chokes them, burns them, and
It like
has some kind of status effect.
yeah, so it would. I feel like it would do less damage than a red dragon's fire breath. It would probably still do fire damage, so it'd do just straight up less damage than a red dragon's fire breath, but would poison you because you're choking on it. It's toxic and suffocating.
I like that. Yeah, I like the steam vents in a volcano.
Yeah. So adult slate dragon. Its size would probably be huge at this point as an adult. Let's see, because those are ancient.
Huge.
Yeah, adult red,
huge.
huge.
Yeah, so an adult one would be huge.
Okay. So adult slate dragon, huge. Okay. Great. Will it have a special trait that is just always active, always there?
Well, legendary resistance for sure.
Yes, but which I believe that's under there. Yeah, I just need to see where things are. Yeah, legendary resistance. Okay. I feel like this thing. Here's the thing. This is, this thing lives in the deep places. It survives in very dense.
Can you stop covering your face? I can't hear you.
Very dense. Just cover my
Thank you.
microphone.
Fine.
Thank you.
Very although that could just be, never mind, that could just be under resistant under damage resistances. Never mind. I was gonna say if this just living up to its namesake, with slate forming how it does, is it basically can be, it's pretty resistant to bludgeoning damage because it's used to being in tight spaces, high pressure on
I think it should be. Well, two notes to that. Slate traditionally has a tendency to fracture off and break as well.
Hmm.
So like they're known for getting chips and things. Doesn't mean we have to have it that way. I'm just saying how Slate is. But I think it should have immunity to fire damage.
Oh yeah, so it can swim in lava. I want it to be able to
Exactly.
swim in lava.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
But yeah, I would be okay with the resistance to bludgeoning. I'm just yeah. So Slate is
Okay. All
normally
right, so let's
relatively
do.
brittle.
I'm honestly, I'm just gonna copy that trait for the legendary resistance right there, because I feel like having 4-day in there. By default, no spell casting. Doesn't need it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't need it.
Alrighty, so looking at the silver, metallic dragons like to cast spells. All right, so here's the thing. So we got actions. Let's take a look at some of the other adult dragon. Excuse me. The dragon makes 3 rend attacks. It can replace 1 attack use of spell casting. Cast Scorching Ray. Oh, okay.
Interesting.
So the current dragons, some of them can do. Some of them can do.
Like a spell.
Yeah, not all of them. Like the the ice dragon doesn't, but doesn't have a spell can cast. So I don't think this one really needs spell casting.
Just mold earth.
Alright, so definitely gets multi-attack. Okay. So, if we're looking at this, how we're looking at this, what is its physiology? You said it was very salamander-like. Like, it's wingless, so physically, what does this thing look like? Is it got like is it kind of more crocodilian in nature? Does it look a little bit more like a Komodo dragon? Like, let's find some reptilian animal basis to get the shape of it.
I'm thinking
Is it more serpentine? Is it
more like this. Here, I'm gonna copy this. I don't think you'll be able to show it on there, but I'm gonna post it in the I'll just post it in the art thing. It's fine. That. That's
Alright,
more what I was thinking.
So a little bit more.
Big, thick, overlapping scales.
Yeah.
Brutish.
I guess a more I'm guessing it's a more let's see.
Like a pangolin, yeah.
Yeah, a bit more pangolin hide with the I'm trying to remember what they're called, but it's like those dudes from the armor hides or the scale hides from like the Dragonflight expansion of WoW, just a little bit Armorodon, that's what they're called. So something somewhat like this. Yeah, something somewhat like this. Just a bit more rigid all around with a
little bit longer too.
And a little bit more lithe and slender.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what I pictured at all.
I feel like these things should be relatively squat and wide too.
I think
Also,
Very similar to the one that I posted in the Discord. Is how I was imagining it.
I actually have you guys on my pen tablet now. My display tablet.
Okay.
I'm
Nice.
gonna try Clip Studio Paint for the first time.
So
Yeah.
so I feel like a creature like this in melee combat, what would its go-to? I feel like is just definitely gonna be those claw swipes.
Yeah, that's not what I pictured at all with the dragon. I had something else in my brain.
What was in your brain?
Was in your brain?
It's difficult to describe. What I can do though is draw it and then show you.
Yeah, you show us like a basic shape, but
Yeah.
given the vibe, this thing
Should it
I was
have
just
big
thinking
horns
growing,
and things?
like-
I'm thinking no to the big horns.
I
and
feel
more,
like it would get in the tight spaces. It would get a little bit more.
It would get caught. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like all its spikes need to be back facing a little bit. Just so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Okay.
Back facing a little bit, and then
And it's
so
got
yeah,
that one horn.
should have a bite attack and a claw attack, and a tail swipe.
Now here's the thing with the structure of its scales. Does the tail swipe do slashing damage on top of the bludgeoning, or is it just bludgeoning? To keep it
Yes.
simple?
No, it should also do slashing.
All right. So first things first, let's do the claw attack, which I guess will just be its rend, because that's like the standard dragon
Yeah.
thing. Like, let's see, oh, I can't look at that. Yeah, I got bite. So, yeah, so we've got why is that not a text? Alrighty, and let's take a look at some of these. What are these attack bonuses looking like? Adult Solar Dragon, looking like they're getting a +12. Adult Red Dragon, +14, although the Red Dragon is way scarier than the Solar Dragon. Adult Silver Dragon.
I think
2 DPI? That is not
they're
right.
getting about +13. I feel like these things should be slightly, emphasis on slightly, but slightly less in terms of raw power to a fully fledged dragon.
Maybe.
Just given their more niche hunting environment.
Maybe the trade-off could be is they don't hit quite as hard, but they're more tanky.
Yeah, like a higher armor class.
Higher AC and hit pool.
Yeah, well, let's take a look at the... Because an adult red dragon has 256 health and an AC of 19. So that's... They're doing that. And I'm not saying so much the damage. I'm just saying more to roll the hit. Or how about this? What if since they're a little bit, because like that model you showed us does have some, it feels like it would have some like cat-like grace to it. So hear me out. So what if
It kind of, the way it moves reminds me of like an Odogaron.
yeah,
And,
yeah. So rather than that, what if we made it a little bit less tanky, but like more dexterous. So a higher AC because of the dex. A little bit higher AC on average because of the dexterity. Less hit points, but movement speed and stuff is cracked.
I like that.
Okay.
And do we want to allow for burrowing?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So bite. Let's go with just plus 12 to hit. Does that seem reasonable?
Okay with that.
All right. Reach. This thing is huge.
10 foot.
So 10-foot reach feels pretty
Standard, yeah.
standard, yeah. Reach 10 feet. One target, obviously. And on a hit, let's have it do.
This is for the bite,
This is for the bite.
not the claw attack.
Yeah. And its strength will definitely be higher and be like its main attacking stat. So I would say a good damage modifier would probably be maybe a +8 for that. Yeah, I'm just looking at these.
That's what it is for the adult red dragon.
Yeah. And the red dragon will do additional fire damage. This guy won't. Like I said, this guy will be a little bit faster. So he'll do less damage per attack, but he can attack a little bit more. Rend. Reach 10 feet, one target. And on a hit, let's have it do 1d8 plus 8.
Good, well, it's also gonna be slashing, not piercing.
Yeah. I just copied and pasted for the format.
You know what we could do? Is for the Rand have it be slashing and bludgeoning. Nah, we could keep that with the tail.
Yeah, I feel like with the claw attack doing that, and then we'll do tail swipe. Plus 12 to hit, reach 10 feet.
That one, should we have it be more range because it's a, or should we keep it at 10?
Let's go 15 feet. Give it a little bit of range on that. If it's out of range of the claws, it can whip around and slam its tail down with its cat-like reflexes. Like, get its hind legs in the air and smack it down. I'm thinking, you said it moves like the Adogaron. So, like, you know that move where it jumps forward and then does an uppercut with its tail? It's like that, but in reverse.
So it could be, what if it's 1d10 bludgeon and 1d10 slashing?
I would say I would say we do like the 1d10 ooh. Actually,
Because right now, having the bite and the rend, they do pretty much the exact same thing. Why would you pick one over the other?
It's multi-attack. You'd be able to do like a bite and 2 rends. And then you could replace replace the rend, the 2 rends with a
I think we
tail
should
swipe.
change the damage of one of those just to make it a little bit different, rather than having them both be 1d10 plus 8.
They're not both 1d10 plus 8. Look again. Rend is 1d10.
Oh, 1d10 and 1d8. Never mind. I forgot you changed it.
D12 plus 8. Damage. Plus.
2d60s.
There we go. And so basically it can, because I want it to be a decent amount of damage with the slashing, but have it be the force of the tail, and then it's just the jagged scales that get you with the slashing as it's like pulling its tail back.
Barbarian would do very well in this fight.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. We got those, and so can make one fight attack and 2 friend attacks. Fight attack 1. So you could go, let's do some, calculate some dice averages real quick. Alright, so we have 1d10 plus 8, so 14 on that, and 1d8 plus 8. Oh, 13. And 15. Okay. So looking at that. Alright, so to make the tail swipe thing, because it's basically swapping it between targets versus nuking down one target. I feel like the tail swipe should be, its tail should be thick and muscly, so the tail swipe should kind of be, in terms of melee, it's coup de grace. So do you think we should up that to 2d12 plus 8? Plus the 2d6?
Yes.
Or 2d10 plus 8?
I say do 2d12 for now. Yeah, I want that to be the biggest hitter.
All right. So did you catch that, Erica? That kind of design thing? Yeah, big,
No.
thick, muscly tail.
Covered in slate.
There we go.
Fine.
Killing things. Breaking them
Alright,
down.
Then let's also go. I'm just going to copy that for formatting. Breath attack. What is
What if instead of a breath attack, what if it was like a steam vent or it releases it from its body? So it's a circle radius instead of a cone. I think that might be too cheap. They just did an idea.
nah? Because
The thing is that they all have breaths. That's part of the shtick of being a
you want to be
dragon.
able to spread out and take this thing down, kind of a thing.
Yep.
So yeah.
All right. So
Smog breath.
molten breath, steam vent breath. No. What is the name? Here, give me a sec. Fissure vent, fumaroles. Specific types of vents include fumaroles emitting steam and gases. So a fumarole breath.
We could just do fume breath.
Fume breath. I want to see it written down just to see if I like it or not. So fumarole. A vent that emits volcanic gases and steam. That's the actual technical name. Fumarole breath.
Right. Is it a deck save?
There's also sulfatara, a type of fumarole that emits sulfurous gases. I kind of like that one too. We do fumarole or sulfataris?
I like fumarole more.
Fumarole breath.
Yep. Should it be a deck save, a con save?
Yes.
Dexterity save?
Yeah. 60-foot cone. Now, it should do some fire damage because it's hot steam.
Yeah.
And then, but we gotta lessen that a bunch.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe
8d6 fire.
yeah, 8d6 fire damage.
And should it be poison damage or acid, or what do you think? Probably poison.
Yeah, poison. It's not really corroding stuff. It's
Right. It's toxic. So plus 5d6. Do you think that so 13d6 in total plus the chance of being poisoned? So it doesn't hit as hard.
8d6 plus 4d6.
Plus 4d6
Yeah,
poison.
So 12d6.
Plus the chance of being poisoned.
Yeah. Yep. 4d6. Plus 4d6.
What are the kinds of rolls that it's like, oh, you like there's interesting status effects that happen. Like for instance, Tasha's hideous laughter. You go into an uncontrollable fit of laughter. There's stuff that can make you dance. There's different things like that. What would there be any kind of effect of forced coughing? So it's like, all right, you can't sneak. Makes it harder to sneak. Or
that would be probably like diseased.
right, no, but like you could just put like you're poisoned and enter a coughing fit. And then would the coughing fit do anything? For 1 minute. During take coughs. Being verbal spell components. I could see that.
Become poisoned for 1 minute. I'll poison in this way. You cough uncontrollably. I'll poison this way. You cough uncontrollably, preventing use of verbal components in spell cast.
And gives disadvantage on hiding. On
Casting and is. I feel like that's kind of a given.
I mean, you still spell it out though.
I
Doesn't
know
hurt.
it's just a lot on there.
Yeah.
Run on sentence. It's less of the thing. It's more visually and grammar wise on there. Doesn't look
Yeah.
good in the paragraph.
Fair. Use of Arcans and spellcasting. Success, half damage, and no poison.
You don't need to say you are not poisoned because you if it doesn't say you are poisoned, you can assume that you're not poisoned.
Yeah.
Yeah. Saving throw at the end of 2. And make a DC 20 DC 20 Constitution saving throw at the end of each turn to end the poison and the poison effect on yourself. Success, half damage only.
Cool. And the average will be 32 and 16.
Yeah, still very devastating. There we go. I feel like that's good for its action economy.
Yep.
I honestly don't think it really needs any bonus actions or reactions. That's pretty...
What about the burrow?
That's just movement. Burrowing is just movement speed.
One trait, look at the adult lunar dragon. I think we should add that trait. It's on the first page. We should add the tunneler.
Oh, yeah. Easily. There we go.
Okay, awesome.
No bonus actions, no special reactions.
Legendary.
Alrighty. Let me just see. Legendary actions.
So maybe 2 legendary actions. There we go.
Okay.
So, should we have it do the tail attack as a legendary action, or a bite, a claw? It should have one of its attacks.
Yeah. I'd say just a rend. But yeah, we can just go like this. Then we can also give it a...
I have a couple ideas.
I have one too, a leap, where it can leap towards somebody and knock everybody around prone.
Okay, that was one of my ideas. Yeah, so I definitely really like that one. I was thinking of that one. You could be another one of like almost like doing like another thing with the poison vent in some way. Or also like what if it swipes its tail and it So rather than just hitting with the tail, it launches shards of sharp rock at a group of people. Almost like it's just like launching some rocks. Some of it scales at it.
I feel.
Is it porcupines that can throw their quills?
I don't know. I feel like we've got enough creatures that throw stingers and throw quills and whatnot. I like the idea of this guy having no range attacks. This is a guy that's gonna be up in your face, and you just can't get away from him. He's not gonna get any range attacks, but you can't get range from him.
Yeah, I mean, I really like the predatory leap. That was the first idea
Yeah.
that came to mind. Could it cost 2 actions?
Being able to knock the whole party prone outside of its turn.
Fair. Yes, it should.
Yeah. In 60 feet.
Huge is 3 by 3,
3
right?
by 3. Yep.
Which means that could potentially affect, because it can occupy the same space of a medium creature. That means they would be able to affect 15, 25, 30, 35 foot. 35 foot square.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good size.
Alright, Predatory Leap. Costs 2 actions. The dragon leaps to a space within 60 feet. All creatures within 10 feet of where the dragon lands must succeed the DC 20 Dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 bludgeoning damage and be knocked prone. Creatures who succeed must move to an unoccupied space within 10 feet of the dragon to avoid the effects.
So if it lands right on top of them, for instance.
Yeah, you can move.
Then they have to... It's force movement.
Force movement. Yep. Doesn't cost them any actions. They just got to move their character.
Cool. I like that.
And then if they're like, I don't want to move, cool. Then you willingly
You take the
fail.
damage.
You willingly
Yep.
fail. Yep. Okay.
I
Mythic
like it.
actions, none.
None.
As a lair, yes. On initiative count 20, losing initiative ties.
The one thing I've never understood. So when it says initiative count 20, does that mean it's not round 20?
No, initiative count 20. What did you roll on initiative? 21, so you go before the lair action. It's if the lair
okay.
rolled 20 on initiative.
Cool.
Alrighty. I'm just curious, and I'm just curious to see what like some of the regional effects are.
That's cool. I like the copper dragon layers. That's awesome.
Alright.
Just makes little critters speak draconic, and it just makes you laugh.
Big tunnels to expand their territory. So slate dragons make their homes in deep tunnels that teem with volcanic activity and often nest near sources of magma. They will dig tunnels to expand their territory, connecting them to natural cave formations to serve as their hunting grounds. Most slate dragons have one or two routes to the surface relatively close to their resting place for easy access to additional hunting grounds.
I think he said instead of saying most slate dragons, I would just put like often, comma, slate dragons. Well,
Yeah. Often, slate dragons will also have one or two routes to the surface relatively close to their resting place for easy access to additional hunting grounds.
yeah, I like that.
Alright. Lair action. So while it is in its lair,
Maybe the ability to collapse a tunnel. I don't know exactly what that would look like. Closing off routes. And they just put, like, you have 2 rounds to get out of there, otherwise it will fall on you. One option.
There we go. Heat vent. The slate dragon is distinctly aware of all heat sources in its lair, allowing it to precisely release that heat by cracking the stone in key locations. And so basically, any creature within 10 feet. Any creature within 10 feet of base the dragon uses must succeed a DC dexterity saving throw or take. Let's see.
3d6 fire.
It's a lair action, so no, that's gotta be pretty scary. 40, 10.
How often can you do lair actions?
Once a round.
Okay.
But the thing is, you're literally fighting in its home turf. This is where things get real scary.
Mm-hmm.
Fire damage as a vent of steam. Superheated steam. Leaves.
The lair action of the red dragon. Let's see. Red dragon lairs. The area within 1 mile of the lair is an area of extreme heat. A burning creature or object takes an additional 1d4 fire damage at the start of each of its turns. The area within 1 mile of the lair is lightly obscured with clouds of ash. Creature other than the dragon and the families. You know what the other one could be? Because like a lot of the dragon ones seem to be like, oh, within 1 mile this passive effect happens. Within 1 mile this.
That's regional effects, not lair actions.
Hmm.
Two different things. That's down below, right here. Regional effects.
Okay.
Yeah. This is something that isn't just an effect. This is something that happens during combat when you're rolling initiative, fighting inside its lair.
Okay, so do any of these have
Yes.
lair actions at all?
Emerald Dragon. Lair actions. Beguiling Whisper. The dragon telepathically whispers one creature within range of the dragon's telepathy. The creature must succeed in DC 15 Wisdom saving throw or be charmed by the dragon until initiative count 20 on the next round. Creature charmed this way obeys to the best of its ability any command the dragon issues that isn't directly harmful to the creature. Distort perceptions. The dragon attempts to alter perceptions of one creature can see within its lair. The creature must succeed in DC 15 intelligence saving throw or take 4d10 psychic damage and have disadvantage on saving throws until the start of its next turn.
Cool.
Vanish. The dragon becomes invisible until initiative count 20 on the next round.
Excuse me.
Bless you. Cool. All right, go back to the other one.
So we got heat vent, so we got like a damaging one.
Yeah, so we could do the option of do like the heat vent. Could the lair action be something burrowing related or anything like that, or falling rock, or I mean, we did talk about like the fumes also being toxic, so there could be uh, one that's more hot, and then one that's more toxic, and so it can warp their visual stuff or anything, something along those lines.
Why don't we just do we got heat vent? What about a
Sulfurous vent.
no, what about some smog? That literally just creates a fog cloud to obscure vision. And this thing's got tremor sense.
I like that. Smog cloud.
It's gonna have eyes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
What is fog cloud? Would it be heavily obscured or lightly obscured?
Heavily obscured. And everyone inside
Because-
is blinded.
We could just say this follows the rules of a second level fog cloud or a third level fog cloud.
But then you'd have to look up fog cloud. Which, if this is going in a book, you'd have to pick up another book to see what it does. That's fine.
I mean, it's really common to
I know.
it's really common to use that as a method.
Yeah. But yeah, but I don't want to do it. No particular reason. I just don't want to. Entered on a entered space within using space within the lair of the dragon's choosing. Anything inside here is obscured. Obscured. The blind condition. There we go.
A legendary slate dragon.
Yep.
It's unstable, creating small earthquakes and cave-ins within.
I feel like that should really be the only thing. I feel like given this thing's more physical nature, it shouldn't have like any special ability to see through the earthquakes or, you know, things like that. It's just a habit of, just a natural consequence of it existing in the area.
I think it would be good to note that there's often free-flowing rivers of magma.
There we go. The ground is unstable and brittle, creating small earthquakes and cave-ins within 1 mile of the dragon's lair. Unnatural flows of magma and volcanic fumes can form within 1 mile, causing destruction in their wake. If the slate dragon dies, these effects fade over the course of 1d8 days. Okay, let's just see.
You having fun there, Erica?
Maybe.
Good. Good.
Or I'm just losing my mind. You can't tell.
Hey, two things can be true at once.
Armor class of 20. Hello, Dragon Craze.
Hello.
Alright, so let's give it some strength. So it's really high strength, but not like the highest. So I'm going to say probably 21. Which is about an adult green dragon gets 23 strength, so I feel like it should be slightly less strength than a standard thing, but higher dex at 16. 17 intelligence. 12. 16. There we go.
I mean, normally the other dragons have way more charisma than that. This thing is intelligent, like it is smart.
Okay. What's the general charisma?
Like, let's see. So adult emerald dragon is 18, but the red dragons are like 23.
I feel like given these guys isolations, they would still be up there, but not 17. Quite as high. I feel like these guys just don't encounter other creatures as often.
They're usually more isolated.
Yeah. So how does 19 sound?
Works for me.
Okay. So damage will go. It is immune to fire and resistant to bludgeoning. Proficient in strength saving throws.
What about dex saves? If it's dexterous.
Yeah. Mountain. Underdark. Condition immunities. Let's just see.
I don't think they usually have any. That's what the legendary resistances are for.
Yeah. Yeah, it's basically just their element. Yeah, that's fine. Gear, nothing. Language, no override. Oh, that's only if it has like a special notes.
Also speaks Draconic.
Yeah, the languages are actually a different
Thing that you add on
different
afterwards.
thing you add on after. That's language override.
Like
so-
one of the little options, yeah.
Yeah, one of the notes, like language isn't new in life, languages
Yeah.
its master can speak, that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Alignment. I feel like these things would definitely be neutral evil.
Neutral evil, yep.
Just self-serving. Alright. Now, general description.
Definitely won't be what I'm doing.
Are you
Wait,
drawing
what?
the idea that you had? Do you have a basic outline?
Kind of. a little bit. I'm trying to figure out some horns, but I will show you
Let's
what I have, I guess.
I don't think it would have any horns, because it would be digging at
The digging
the
would
horns.
interfere.
It would
Yeah,
get caught.
See, that's okay.
And then just so the whole stream isn't taken up by this dragon, we'll go back and do the young
That
ancient
head looks
and-
amazing.
Are you
Yes.
Streaming it,
I
yeah.
love that. Yeah, it definitely doesn't need any horns.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love that.
I'm having a lot of fun.
I love the volcanic glow that you got coming from the mouth.
I had to have it. I had to.
It's so cool.
I had to. Yeah,
So here's
I'm
my
gonna-
question. Looking at the bottom jaw, is it like
It's
two
split.
separate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, to like scoop up the dirt and rock better. Like
Yeah.
crush it. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. And it has like thousands of teeth.
Oh yeah, tons of teeth. Yeah.
Like
There-
the
honest-
the dune worms
Okay,
kinda.
okay.
Uh huh.
All right. So monster. Oh, I'm like, why am I here? Because I'm watching the stream. How do I mute? Okay. So how about this? Light dragons are large hound-like dragons that lurk in deep superheated
Is it hound-like?
superheated caves of Auroran.
Oh.
Does it feel like hound-like with how they move? They're kind of Odogaron-ish, and with that
Yeah.
head that you're drawing, like the quadrupedal thing.
Yeah. Large hound-like dragons that lurk in the deep, superheated caves of Auroran.
The body
They have
itself is a different story. I'll
about
figure
it?
that out later with my other
They tend
tablet.
to. You could put like yeah.
Okay. Like I kind of like it without anything in its eyes. It kind of brings the focus to the volcanic throat. What do you think?
Do it with again. Could you do yellow, but just like tone down the glowing?
Uh,
See what that
This
would
is-
look like?
Ah.
If it's possible. If it's not possible, that's
Well,
fine.
it is. I'm just not used to Clip Studio. That's all. Is that what that means? Nope. Actually, no. That still does it all the way. No. I don't want to lower the opacity. Well. Okay, where's the opacity on it? Size, stabilization.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing. Oh.
I think for
Oh.
now, I think I do prefer the glowing eyes.
Okay.
Like, just imagine you're in this dark, pitch black tunnel. You see those two dots, and then you just see a maw opening.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, he looks so cool.
I just gotta add that little bit of that slate gray that everybody's going to talk about.
Would they also have a traditional treasure trove? The Dragon's
That's
Hoard?
literally what I just typed down. I said, in spite of their vast differences, these creatures boast the intelligence and arrogance of their chromatic dragon cousins, and amass hordes of treasure within their lairs.
Cool.
Yeah, these guys, despite their different physiology, they are dragons.
Yeah.
All right. So, slate dragons are large hound-like dragons that lurk in the deep, superheated caves of Auroran. Instead of wings, they boast massive claws that can dig through solid stone. Their body is coated in jagged, plated scales that can cut any would-be attacker. They are lithe and graceful, hunting like predatory cats within their caves. They temper their bodies in the heat of magma, making their nests in the most inhospitable underground locations. And then
Great method of protection.
they can absorb the toxic volcanic fumes of their environment and are able to store them to release later in a burning, suffocating breath attack.
Can we combine some of these sentences?
Yeah, I know. It
feels very like.
It's not flowing. Not flowing.
Everyone.
It does look kind of like a puppy if you
Yeah.
take away all the
You-
stuff
so
that
you
makes
could
it look
put-
imposing.
You can put slate dragons are large hound-like dragons. No, that wouldn't work. Never mind.
Oh, hold on. I can go like this. Fever caves of Auroran. Using Auroran, using their lithe Auroran with lithe and graceful. Actually, go like this. Roaring. Lithe and graceful. Hunting like predatory cats and lithe and graceful. They hunt like predatory cats within their caves.
That runs into the same problem.
I know, but it gets rid of the word they at the beginning of the sentences. And so it flows better. Slate dragons are large hound-like dragons that lurk in the deep, superheated caves of Auroran. Lithe and graceful, they hunt like predatory cats within their caves. Predatory cats in the caves. And we can go like this. Caves. And instead of wings, they boast massive claws that can dig through solid stone.
I like that, yeah.
Their bodies are coated in jagged, bladed scales that can cut any would-be attacker. Created,
since they
owned by. Their bodies are coated in jagged, plated scales that can cut any would-be attacker, honed by tempering their bodies in the heat of magma, making their nests in the most inhospitable underground locations.
That makes the last part not really go with it. The making their nests, it doesn't feel related to the sentence before.
Yeah.
Their bodies are coated in jagged and plated scales that can cut any would-be attacker. Honed by.
Which is why choose to nest the hospitable underground locations. Tempering their bodies in the heat of magma, which is why they choose to nest in some of the most inhospitable underground locations.
Bodies are coated in jagged plated scales and cut any would-be attacker, honed by. Coated in jagged plated scales.
And this doesn't have to be perfect. This is just the basic description. Once again, we will I want more eyes on this. This is more the stepping off point.
Right. Bodies are coated in jagged plated scales that can cut any would-be attacker, honed by tempering their bodies in the heat of magma, which is why they choose to nest in some of the most inhospitable underground locations. Can absorb the toxic volcanic fumes of their environment and are able to store them to release later in a burning, suffocating breath attack. These differences, these creatures boast the intelligence and arrogance of their chromatic dragon cousins and amass hoards of treasure within their lairs.
Okay, I like that. We can stop there for now. Let's do the. Let's calculate the CR just so we can fill it in. I know this isn't a perfect. Oh, that's right. We need to come up with a hit point. So huge creature.
I think you should have 200
tiny,
hit points.
Small, medium, large.
Some dragons have around 180. Some of the dragons have upwards of 270. I think 200 is a good thing to shoot for.
200 and
Sapphires 225. You got 256.
so it's a
You
D12
got
hit die.
195. 207. 243, 207, 184.
There we go. 20d12 plus 70, about 200 hit points. Want to go plus 200?
Yeah, kind of going for that, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Go like this. Create monster. Alright. So we have this. Then...
You got red text out there. What does it? Go down. This field...
Oh, I did. Yeah, we didn't calculate the challenge rating. Duh. Yeah. 200. Armor class is 20.
20.
Is
Huge.
Changes back down to 200. Constitution 17. Changes back down to 200. Damage per round. Okay, what is the most damage it can do per round?
So it's going to be one bite and one tail swipe.
So
and the lair action too.
You mean legendary action?
No. Actually, in a single round, there would be the legendary action and the lair action. Right? Isn't that a thing, or is it just like has lair actions?
I think there would be a thing of has lair actions. They proficiencies. Got immunities. Uses saves, and the saves are at 20. Now let's calculate it with just the legendary action, which would be 2 bite attacks if it uses the bite legendary action. So that would be 28 for the 2 bites, one with its action, one with the legendary action. Plus 21 with the tail swipe, which would be 49 plus another 7, 56. And we'll just kind of see how that brings it up to 15.
But if we add the lair action on top of it,
but the thing is you're not always going to fight it in its lair. That's the thing, because it's doing the lair.
we'll hover over the damage per round thing, because doesn't it have like a? Let's see if it mentions anything.
Which is offset by its attack bonus save duty. Remember, averaging is maximum damage output. The average of dice rolls, annoying crits and accuracy over 3 rounds. Areas of effect treated though they hit 2 creatures which fail any involved saving throws. Nothing about lair actions. Because monster features aggressive, ambusher, angelic weapons, waiting, large, frightful presence, heated body, horrifying.
Did we give it blind sight? And did we do all the movement stuff, or is that added afterwards?
This movement does not affect the CR, really.
No, I was just more asking in general.
Afterwards.
Okay. It has legendary resistances.
Where do you see that? Oh, there it is. It's got
3.
3. Brings it up to 16. Which I feel like that's fair.
Well, yeah, most dragons are between 14 and 17 for adult.
Yeah. So, 16.
And then that
Passive
one right there, passive.
perception. Probably really good. Like 18 at least.
What's the standard, like, intellect and wisdom? Usually their intelligence, at least this one is 18 and 15. This one, 16 and 15. 14 and 13. 16 and 15. 14 and 13. I think we can increase the intelligence and wisdom a little bit.
I think this is okay. Once again, they're pretty isolationist. They don't get to travel as much. Because I feel like part of the reason why a normal dragon would be so smart is because they can fly, they can basically go anywhere and just learn a lot more. These guys can't fly, so it's harder for them to get around to learn more.
Yeah, I'm okay with 1412.
Okay, create. Then
Languages. Movement.
So walk. These are fast dudes. 50. And it's gonna have a climb and burrow speed of well, a climb speed that's the same, 50, and a burrow speed of 30. Languages. It can speak Draconic. It can speak Dwarvish.
Should it be able to speak Undercommon?
Nah, I feel like this is an evil creature once again. This ain't no bronze dragon. This is a thing that would be like, your mortal languages are beneath me.
Yeah.
Senses. Any special senses? Tremor sense.
Tremor
Up
sense.
to 90 feet.
90 or 60?
An adult one, 90. But the ancient one doesn't get any higher than that. And then each younger version gets a, because it goes, what is the thing? It goes just need to, let me just go and
Just search Red Dragon.
oh yeah, that's a good. Red Dragon. So we got Wormling to young.
Young Red Dragon.
Yeah, Wormling to young to adult to ancient.
Right.
Okay. So, yeah, so the young can have 60 and the Wormling can have 30. And then the ancient will just max out at
90.
Actually, let's have it max out at 60, have the young do 30, and the Wormling have none. Hasn't developed that yet.
Yeah.
So, doing that, and then it can also... Yeah, and then it can also see. Saving throw bonuses. Just has really good physical saves. Very physical style dragon. But gets plus to those. Alright. Does it get
Black
any
Dragon gets a
bonuses
bonus.
to skills?
Black Dragon gets bonuses to Dex and Wisdom saves.
Yeah, we got strength and dex saves.
Yeah. Their perception should be really good.
Perception, yep. Just a flat bonus to it.
What about
Perception.
Intimidation?
The monster's base skill bonus typically is skills ability modifier.
Oh. Should they have a bonus to stealth? I think they should definitely have a bonus to stealth.
Stealth?
Yeah. like a, I don't know, a +7 or something.
+7. Beautiful. All right. I think that is a well and done monster. Let's check this out.
Are you gonna read it?
Adult Slate Dragon, Huge Dragon, Neutral Evil, AC 20, Natural Armor, Initiative. That's one thing. We need to give it an initiative bonus.
+20.
No. Initiative bonus. If left blank, it'd leave hardened monster's dexterity. So I feel like it should get a +8 to initiative. There we go. Initiative +8. HP 200, speed 50 feet, climb 50 feet, burrow 30. Strength 21, Dex 16, Con 17, Int 14, Wisdom 12, Charisma 19. But it's got additional bonuses to the saving throws. So Strength saving throws, it actually has a +10, and Dexterity a +8. And then the rest of them are all standard. Con save should be upgraded as well.
You do +6 in total. Or should it be? So maybe decrease the strength a little bit and increase the. Well, no, not. That's gonna turn it to 11.
Oh, well, yeah, let me see. Oh, +16, yeah, no. Why does this go blank? How do I change it?
Why did it do 16? Where did it get that from?
I don't know.
Type in 3. See what it says.
+11.
That's super high.
Yeah,
Let's
but
see.
for
I mean, where it is, it's in, yeah.
yeah, I think that's fine. +8 to Dex, +10, but the mental ones, these things aren't as mentally fortified as other dragons.
Yeah, that's true.
He's a very physical creature. Alrighty. Well, there's the adult slate dragon. We are gonna take a break for a couple minutes.
Ooh.
Just so we can like grab a snack, go to the bathroom, that kind of stuff. So we'll be back in about 15 minutes. So you guys just want to be back at like 7:15ish, and we'll just pick up right there at the next monster. All right. We'll be right back. back. All right, so gonna make another monster. So let's go ahead and let's choose another region. Mix things up. All right. Do we want another Alavast one, or do we want to choose a region in Rascalia?
Well, we have those Terra Turtles all around the Great Ravine, on the outskirts and inside of it.
Yeah, up in this
Third
area
world.
right here. Basically in this like whole area.
We never actually got close to them, so I don't remember how big they actually were.
They would be large creatures.
Large, not bigger than that. So I thought they were like. Didn't we like stay in the hole of one and it was pretty big? It's also been 50 episodes.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I feel like before we just make the stat block, I feel like we should go and review the footage.
Probably a good idea
Yeah,
Yeah.
of us leaving Thornwald.
yeah, but yeah. So we got yeah. Do we want one of the actually Erica? Go ahead and choose just one of the biomes. You got the Steaming Valley, the Saltlands, the Palestone Hills, the Great Ravine, Ironroot Pass, Lake of Valis, or any of the Rascalian regions. Ruskin Badlands, Bloodridge Canyons, Gloom Pearl Swamp, Southwind Wildlands.
Bloodridge Canyon.
Bloodridge Canyon. Okay. The Bloodridge Canyons, think like a less impressive Grand Canyon. So Grand Canyon, but instead of like a giant thing, a bunch of small canyons. A bunch of small canyons and ravines and mesas.
All right, Canyon.
So yeah. So like I guess like
The Mid Canyon is what it is. It's not that
think
grand.
like this, like Goblin Valley.
That was one thing that blew my mind is how small Goblin Valley actually is.
Yeah, I think this scaled up. It actually might be. It actually might. No, this one's a bit too. Well, it's pretty close to Hirschel, so there actually would be green. So it's actually probably a bit more like this, slightly more deserty.
Have some green and
smaller
stuff in it.
scale, yeah, with some green.
Well, things are native to those kinds of areas. There's all sorts of lizards and snakes and deserty birds. We did Iron Root Pass. We could have giant stick bugs.
All right.
When nothing immediate comes to mind. Things that haven't already been done.
Uh-huh.
I could imagine harpies living in the cliff sides.
Ooh,
But-
yeah.
Well, there's already so many types of harpies.
Uh-huh.
Be. Let's see. Oh, not of dragon. Try that again. There's 4 types of harpies. No, 3. Technically just 2. That one's just a little one, a 1/8 one, and then you got your regular harpy and a harpy matriarch.
Well, if you show partnered content, there's a lot more. These are from different things like Drakenheim and things like that. So yeah, Owl Harpy, all that. So I am perfectly okay doing a yeah, I feel like harpies would be a thing. So yeah, let's do a harpy variation.
All right.
So kind of in that area.
You gotta think of it could be a vulture harpy.
Those would be
More like
fun.
based off of vultures. They're all bald and wrinkly.
Yeah, main thing is like I feel like an easier way to go about it is we could think of like what is their gimmick, I guess. What makes them special compared to a normal harpy?
Well, one thing is
They look different.
well, harpies should
Do they need to be
I think-
special?
I think they always should have that luring song because that's kind of what makes a harpy a harpy.
Or at least something that they do with their voice, even if it's not a luring thing. Perhaps they could do a frightening. They could do put a twist in it and do more like a frightening.
I think I would prefer to do a luring song, like still have the luring song, but then have something extra they can do, and just make it a slightly higher challenge rating. Unless we're doing... I like that, Erica. That looks awesome.
Thanks. Yippee.
Show it on stream. Show it on stream. Yeah.
Slate Dragon.
I
I
love
like to
it.
think it uses these like under jaws to shovel a little bit too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And its
Almost
many
like
teeth break
almost
down
like a
everything.
Tetsukabra.
Yeah. I
It's
know
from
exactly
it's
what
from
that is.
Monster Hunter.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't know what he was talking about, and I played that.
It's
Oh.
this dude.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah, he uses those bottom.
The difference is he can't split his apart.
Yeah.
But
Whereas
Okay.
mine can't.
Vulture, harpy. Maybe they have bone weapons, because vultures eat bones. I don't know.
we could go.
Kind of
Go ahead.
other. What other kind of desert bird exists? Like what are birds typically found in desert? Yep, probably like what, ospreys? Are they considered desert?
I think they're more ocean.
Yeah, ospreys are the Seahawks.
Okay.
We've got roadrunners.
Dude, it's just a heartbeat that runs at you extremely fast. We're freaking terrifying.
Oh, no. Make it a cassowary.
Cassowary.
Uh-huh.
Or
Or a harpy eagle.
Peregrine
That would be really
falcon.
funny. A harpy. That's a harpy.
It's a harpy.
But yeah, a cassowary. Look that up.
Oh, they're like the freaking
Oh,
like
The dinosaur
the
birds.
dinosaur emu. The emu.
Yeah.
that are filled with hatred.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
hatred and spite.
Yeah. You will die.
I feel like I would say keep that in mind. But I feel like with how vertical these canyons can get, do one that's a bit more focused on flying, but a cassowary one would be really good for the ones down south by where the bone breakers are.
Right.
So
Yeah.
flightless harpies
Yeah.
that just have extreme talons.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I think golden eagles would be nice. Because those are huge.
I think I like the vulture ones.
Yeah.
That are doing that, but like
What kind of vulture? Because there are different kinds. There's some that look super crazy cool.
Right. I mean, for this, I think we could just keep it as vulture harpy. Keep it more vague.
Fine.
or we could lean into
As far as the name.
Well, the thing is,
As far as the
is,
name
what do
specifically.
you think of this?
Right.
Because you said something about bones. What about a marrow harpy?
Oh.
They collect bones, and that's where they get their name. They collect. That's what they do. They collect bones, and so like you die from one of them, they're not just gonna kill you and move on. They're gonna kill you and harvest your bones for stuff. Hence the name marrow harpies.
Oh. Yeah, look up bearded vultures real quick. Because those are pretty cool. I think they're awesome.
I really hope it has a big beard.
No, not super big, but it has
Oh yeah, those are
striking
those are the
eyes.
ones that drop the bones from super crazy heights
Mhm.
to get to the marrow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the king vulture is pretty intense.
Yeah.
I like the
But
coloration.
I just really like this. I really like this name, marrow harpy.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So we
Dude,
can
the
give
king
'em
vulture
a
looks kind
little
of like a
bit-
puffin.
Yeah, maybe we could give him like
Maybe they have an acid spit.
Ooh.
yeah, something acidic or necrotic in nature.
Yeah, specifically acidic. Melt through flesh to get to bone. Is basically they're regurgitating stomach acid.
Mm-hmm. Aw,
Oh, looking at
griffin vultures are actually
like, D&D
adorable.
harpies because they don't really have like the beaks and stuff. So yeah, I was like, maybe it could be a beak attack. Nah, it doesn't really
Nah.
do that.
Well, we could make it more bird-like than that. If you want to flavor a beak into there.
Oh,
Well, their whole thing is they typically have more human features, and then, or we could just say they have
Yeah,
a large
typically.
beak. Typically, yeah, we could say that these ones have a large beak for cracking bone.
uh-huh. Okay,
Hello.
what are you saying hello to?
Crafty T-Rex.
Oh, I'm looking at just the Twitch.
Yeah, you
one,
got a
the
multi-stream.
There we go.
Hey!
Bon-
Hello.
Hey.
Welcome.
All right, Bentley, we are making a marrow harpy, so it's vulture based. It is up in.
Okay.
So we're making the monsters of Relendwell.
Oh, we gotta show him. We gotta show him what we made.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so
That didn't take him long enough.
we got this. This is our slate dragon.
So in the country of Alabas, where the Paragon campaign is happening, there's a massive volcano, and so the idea was we wanted to create an intelligent creature that lived deep inside the tunnels of the volcano, and so we came up with the slate dragon. So we made
Sounds
the
cool.
we made the adult slate dragon. It's think very much movement and attack styles similar to like an Odogaron, where it's like more like hound-like body with feline grace, no wings, but just covered in slate scales, and has burrow speed, will attack with its tail. It will do a breath attack of basically like volcanic vents of like sulfur and everything. So it does fire and poison damage, and can poison you and send you into a coughing fit, blocking verbal spell components.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And Erica's artwork on it was awesome.
Yeah, I'm just looking at
Flee,
the
mortals.
different-
Wait.
Yeah, I'm just looking at like the different harpies. Don't really own the books for them.
I saw a word flash on screen, and my first initial thing, just seeing it out of my peripheral, was Obama. And I was like, "What?
It's an Obama harpy."
book. Harpy care.
If you would just come to me and I can't do the voice.
All right, so I'd say these will be kind of medium creatures, so they don't need any spell casting or
Nope.
special traits.
Nope. We could give them one bite and one attack. One bite and one claw. And then, or a luring song. So give him like a beak
Well, the
attack.
luring song is just an action on its own always.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I think we should let them have a vulture's beak where they can crack bone with it. Strong enough to crack bone. Not necessarily to have that translate and make a mechanic for, more in the flavor text.
yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm guessing it would still
The
be
mechanic
piercing
will change
damage.
it to a bite or a peck attack.
Because probably a peck or a bite. Because it's like maybe would
The beaks don't really have that much closing power.
force behind them.
You can still stab with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what we're talking about. Is do we want to stab or do we want to?
Oh,
Rush.
what if these things have like the creepy long necks of a vulture? So their necks are just like.
Now you're
really
speaking my
long.
language.
So these things are just like really. Oh, it's so gross.
That
Gross.
sounds gross.
I like it.
Yes. Yes. Bring more of that. Bring more of the
That has a
eldritch
10-foot
horror.
range. Should it have a 10-foot range then? For the bite attack?
For the beak.
Yeah. Because it got a long neck.
I mean,
Yeah.
that still seems like a pretty far range.
Yeah,
I
I don't
think-
think
I
they have
think five
that
feet
long
far.
necks.
I think 5 feet is plenty.
Yeah, a 10-foot range is for things that have, like, really long. Like, I don't think the neck will outreach a halberd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If that were the
I
case,
just-
it would be a snake harpy, and we
Yeah.
don't want that.
Yeah.
The 20-foot reach.
Medusa, why are you so
No, it's just Medu. It's not the plural
Medu?
form.
Actually,
The
That's
SA is
final
for the
form.
multiple
My
snakes.
final evolution is where the snake visuals go from entirely my neck to out my hair. I could just see it, just her neck going down and the snakes going out of her scalp, like those little things with Play-Doh. That's great.
1d20 plus 12.
Oh, these are pretty...
1d20 plus 12.
It seems fair.
That
They're bone hunters.
So the normal level 1 harpy has 2d4 plus 1 for their claw attack. Well, what's the challenge rating we want to kind of go for on these things?
Somewhere between, like, 1 and 3, 1 and 4.
Okay. So do we want to leave the claw attack the exact same?
How much is it? 2d4 plus what?
2d4 plus 1 slashing.
Make it slightly...
Plus 2.
2d4 plus 4. Have its attack modifier be plus 4. I feel like because of their things, these are just bigger. Not because it's like their talons are sharper. I feel like these things would have just bigger body mass. It just
Should we make them large?
No, they can still be
That would be
medium.
kind of cool to have a large harpy. Be kind of scary.
Yeah, that's. If you
'Cause,
wanted
like-
to do that,
because,
you'd
like,
use a harpy eagle because
I-
those things are
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah, no, I
They're
feel,
freaking
I feel
huge.
Like, yeah, I feel like if we're gonna do that, it should be like its own, a completely different stat block from this, because the, you know,
Like
the
the,
one based
mother
off of the
harpy. the
yeah,
queen.
like a special one, like the harpy brood
Grandfather.
mother,
Yeah.
harpy great
I
mother,
I mean,
something like
so
that.
I mean, is it gonna be like similar to a vulture that it's like more a carrion feeder than like a predator? Because it might not need as much of an attack damage modifier if it's like more
Maybe they kidnap
carrion
you
feeder.
and then they like to drop you from heights. Yeah, how would a carrion feeder translate in this kind of a scenario, in a D&D scenario?
D&D scenario. Oh. I have an idea. What if its initial hits do like standard damage, but if you drop below half health, they start dishing out more damage.
I like that.
I like that, and that could be a special trait.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
You could call it carrion frenzy. I don't know.
Ooh, I actually kind of like that. Carrion frenzy.
You could just put like, if the marrow harpy attacks a creature at half health or less, it adds an extra d6 to all damage rolls.
Yep. Yeah, when the Marrow Harpy hits a creature with less than half of its hit points remaining, that's usually how it's worded.
Either that or half of its hit point maximum. Because there are spells that will reduce your maximum.
Well, yeah, but if your maximum is reducing, you're below half that, then yeah.
Yeah, I was just saying on the wording.
It works either way. It works the same either way. When the Marrow Harpy hits a creature with less than half of its hit points remaining, it deals an extra 1d6 damage of the damage type of the attack.
Nice.
There we go.
Should they have like an acid spit or something? Just like stomach acid regurgitation?
Nah. I feel like the bone collecting thing should be a more behavioral thing. They do it
Behavioral.
They do it to pay tribute. That's what they make their nests, their primary thing in their nests and their structures and their tools is bones. They collect it impulsively.
Like that. So now we need to do the luring song.
Yep, which we can just go like this. Luring song. Boom. And we can bring it up, bump it up to a DC 13.
I like it. This thing is cool.
The long neck is so creepy. I love it.
Armor class. Have it be 12. Strength. 12. Let's just kind of see what part.
7.
Yeah, we're not very
We
smart.
can keep that the same. Yeah.
7. 12.
10 and then 13.
7, 10, 13. There we go. There we go.
Passive perception, 10.
There we go. Size medium.
And then they should have around 50 health. Because a regular harpy has 38.
Okay, so let's do. So it's gonna be D8. Constitution 12. So we can do this. So size is medium. Constitution is 12. So what would we want around 50? About 90. Oh,
Plus 10. Or plus 9.
Plus 9, yep. There. 51 is the average hit points.
Ew.
Doesn't need to be proficient in anything. Habitats, berry, mountain, and...
Is there like a... Yeah, there you go.
There we go. And,
Maybe have resistance to poison.
Um,
Since
at
they
this-
since they probably like are able to digest rotting meat and whatnot.
Yeah.
Right. To the poisoned condition.
Yeah.
because it's one thing to be able to digest those things, but like, I feel like
Poison is different than
Yeah,
rot.
Well, the
I
other
feel
thing
like-
too is we do want to go for more like a challenge rating, like 1 to 3
Yeah.
kind of vibe.
Yeah.
yeah, but like I'm just thinking, I feel like a wizard, like a very high level wizard, clearing out a massive nest of these should be able to pop into Cloud Kill and just slaughter them all.
Yeah.
Freaking exterminator. You could just say with a beak and longer neck more akin to a vulture. Licking bounds. All them bounds. Tools. And crude decorations.
As the spiteful creatures they are, they take great pleasure in prolonging the suffering of their prey, only to pick clean their flesh and harvest the ivory within.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a necklace.
Need to see. Okay, they do speak common generally. Create. Wait, I forgot the challenge rating. Alright, CR calculator. 51. Armor class is 12. Damage per round, most damage they can do. So 1d8 plus 2, so that would be 7. Average of 7 on that. And then.
It's 8.
Yep. 8. And that also does slashing. The average damage per round
15
15, but
plus 1d6,
plus
which
2d6
would be
on both attacks. 'Cause of
Ah,
both
yeah,
attacks,
that's right.
So,
that's another 8.
so
So that's 23.
23 damage at its maximum. 23 does. Oh yeah, it does use a save. Which is 13, I believe I put it as. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
No
That's
immunities.
none.
No save proficiencies.
None of those.
2.
Challenge rating 2.
I like it.
I like it.
Alright, let's just take a look at. There we go. Okay, yep.
Do we create a Marrow Harpy matriarch? Make her large?
Yeah.
I would say, yeah, we can do that, but I want to, on stream, I want to focus on making a bunch of different things and then making the variations at our own time.
Okay.
There we go. And a fly of 40. Beautiful, right? Marrow Harpy. All right, Bentley. Let's have you choose a region. I feel like I have a couple ideas for all the regions.
Okay.
I just thought of something.
What are the
So we
the
have
options from?
Alabast right here. So Alabast, the regions
sorry,
we have.
1 second. Let me pull up Zoom. I had it minimized. I was looking at the Discord stream.
So for Alabast, we haven't made the map, or I haven't made the map for Hirschall yet, but for Alabast, we have the Burning Coast down here, which is this whole kind of southern coast. The Steaming Valley, which is basically a pit. Alabasta itself is a very rocky terrain, like so much that agriculture barely exists here.
Okay.
Steaming Valley, which is a bunch of steaming geysers. Think very Yellowstone-ish, but a little bit more flat.
Okay.
You got the Great Ravine, massive canyon right up here. You've got Lake Avalis, a pretty warm lake and everything. You have the Salt Lands, which is imagine the Sahara, but if the sand was actually just salt crystals. The Shining Coast, a very pale coast. The Pale Stone Hills, very much white stone, like little white plateaus, and like platforms, very rigid thing. So not massive mesas, but imagine like a bunch of mini mesas.
Okay.
And plateaus, almost like a coral reef, somewhat, but like one of the ones of less, but more flat, like the flat kind of.
My thoughts are going to like the Shattered Plains in
yeah,
in
little bit like that.
Way of
then,
Kings.
Or you have over here the country of Riscalia, Southwind Wildlands. Imagine kind of very Sahara-esque, or not Savannah-esque. Tall
grasslands kind of a thing.
Tall grass, all that kind of stuff. Bloom Pearl Swamp, just very dense mud. Think Everglade type.
Woodwoods.
Yeah, all that. The Ruskin Badlands.
Big old bugs.
Yeah.
Cracked Badlands with cacti, sagebrush, all that kind of stuff.
Like your Arizona desert kind of a thing.
We just made the Blood Ridge Canyon. That was where the Harpies are, which is a little bit like a less green Zion Canyon. And then
I think Cosmo has fought many of them.
And then you got the White Spine Mountain Range right here. And of course,
and then Iron Root Pass.
Yep.
We don't have to make it right now. I just want to put it out here in case I forget about it. Because you said Hirschall is for like redwoods, right?
It has
has a section of redwoods.
Very northern section where it's most temperate it has a redwood forest. Yes.
Yeah. So I just had an idea. What if we made like an arc style thylacoleo in that forest? That'd be cool because those don't exist in. I just looked it up. They don't exist in D&D. So you could do like a large creature. Do we want to just
literally make a thylacoleo or make a thylacoleo-like creature?
I don't care. Just something based off of that. I'm not saying make it right now because I want to see what Bentley wants to do. Because I just want to put that out in the ether so I don't forget.
So when you said like based off of a region, first thing that came to mind was like some sort of jungle terrain. I think the closest thing we have on this area is the swamp. So let's go there.
Yeah, we
Swamp?
don't
All right.
really have jungles on this continent.
I like the swamp.
So let's
Hey.
go with the swamp.
All
Or if we
right.
just made a massive praying mantis.
That'd be cool. Or some sort of like
I mean that
leech thing.
yeah, the
Praying
mantis. Kind of
mantis.
already.
I've never looked it up, so here, let me just see. Mantis.
There's a lot of mantid-like things.
Returned Coco Mantis.
Return?
Taco
Where
Mantis.
did he go?
What the crap is that?
I don't know.
Maybe
It's nothing related to what we're thinking.
Yeah.
Maybe
There's
something that's
nothing at
like-
all. It's like a type of zombie with
think-
very specific
yeah.
lore.
Yeah, I wonder if this is from a like a specific
Mythic
culture or something.
Odysseys of Theros.
Yeah, but I wonder if it's from like a specific cultures or something. It might be very setting specific.
Oh, very setting specific. Just looking at that, yeah. So that's one option. That's the first thing that comes to mind with the
With the swamp.
bugs,
Swamp.
with the swamp is
I was thinking
big
too
ass bugs.
something like a cross between like a big snake and a leech. Something gross and slimy.
Ooh.
Just like a
And
freaking
it disguises itself as vines, so you don't know until it's too late, and it just drops
Titan
down
leech.
on you.
Yeah.
just like a disgusting, massive. Ew.
It's got no eyes, and it's like it has like an unhinged jaw, like a snake, but it's
Let's see. I'm gonna
it's
look up
like
leech.
got
It's like
slimy
a
skin
snake.
instead of scales.
There's only
So-
a spelljammer leech.
It's like a snake and a leech. It's a sneech.
Dude, I'm down with that. I like the giant leech. Just a massive one. We can call it a Titan leech or something.
Ew.
Yeah,
Titana leech.
Titana leech.
Like Titana boa. Titana leech. Titan
Monster
leech.
type. Monstrosity.
Monstrosity.
That feels fitting. Great name, disgusting. Maybe slimy has an advantage on grapple checks. It's just a random thing. Not always great. Natural camouflage. So how big are you thinking in your head, Bentley? Like, are we talking just a supersized leech, or are we
Oh.
thinking like more like a snake, like super long? Are we talking like some of those leeches that like spit out the weird veins and go all over the place? Or
Oh no,
That'd be awesome.
I was thinking like kind of like an eyeless, like some snake-like features, but it has like slimy, like softer skin, but they get pretty big. Maybe like the smaller ones or the juvenile ones, like Erica was saying, maybe they hang from trees and are mistaken as vines, but then the larger ones, like they're usually in the water or the mud, and
You think they're a
I don't
log.
know.
That's not a log.
Gross.
Titana leech remains still. It remains
That's
indistinguishable.
the
from
biggest
the
poop I've
hanging
ever
vine.
seen. So it remains indistinguishable from a hanging vine, or if
I'd like
Uh,
to think it hangs from the trees, and as things pass, it'll literally just go and just latch onto them and basically dangle them until they're digested.
ooh, I kind of like that. Pull them up into the trees.
oh yeah,
Ah, ah.
I like that.
That's so gross. I love it.
That's creepy
Oh,
and gross.
and if it's preferred places like the back of the neck, then people are just hanging like this. It's great. It's great. Great
Right.
image right there.
All right, inconspicuous. When the Titanaleech remains still, it remains indistinguishable from a hanging vine and can only be detected by a DC 18 investigation check.
Really quick. I always have a general idea of what we want to be shooting for, damage-wise, health-wise, all that kind of stuff. What is the target challenge rating we're going to be trying to go for?
I would say probably
I'm thinking
3 to 6 in that range.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
thinking like
that-
4 to 8. Probably 3 to 6. The nice thing about having them be lower is you can have more of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking like 3 to 6, 3 to 5 ish.
Even
Yeah.
as low as 2, I'd be okay with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because if it's as low as 2, that means you can have more. Which is nice. Should be investigation or perception.
Investigation.
You have to
That's usually
actively
what it
look
is.
for
Yeah,
it.
actively be looking for it.
I like it. So the first ability could be latch on.
You just call it latch.
Latch. So you like huck into it.
I mean, wouldn't it technically just be a bite attack, and then if it hits, it just latches on and you're grappled by it?
Yes. If it hits, then it's latched on.
Yeah. Latch. Melee weapon attack. Let's just do a flat +5 to hit. But it's got to be able to reach. I feel like as a hanging vine, it should be able to reach pretty far. So 15 feet, I feel, would be fair.
10. Well, because here's the thing. It's long this way, but you have to walk pretty close for it to latch
feet,
onto
yeah.
you. So
10
10
feet.
feet.
One target. And on a hit, it...
The first bite doesn't do a lot, but then
Yeah.
it's the siphoning that does more damage.
Should we make them like venomous?
I'm thinking either do like necrotic damage, like you're sucking life essence
Yeah.
out of them,
Yeah.
or like a poison. Probably I'm thinking necrotic because it's like you're draining them of life. That's usually kind of what that goes for. Like vampires typically do necrotic damage when they suck your blood, don't they?
Necrotic though just sounds more like akin to undeath.
Right.
Whereas
necrotic is also losing
Necrosis.
life force.
Yeah.
Yeah, necrosis. So there's a lot of natural things that do, well, not a lot, but there's some natural things that do necrotic damage. So like decay, like the mosquito demons, when they suck your blood, they do necrotic damage.
Those sound gross.
Yeah.
That sounds cool though.
Yeah, and like the vampires, when they drink your blood, it does necrotic damage.
Yeah.
So pet latch probably be piercing damage, and then
Yeah.
the drain will be necrotic.
Yeah. And it can only do it to someone that they're latched on to. Do you start taking damage if you fall 10 feet?
I think it's above 10 feet, after 10 feet.
So at 15 feet you take damage, but not at 10 feet?
I believe so.
I don't know. Ask your dad.
I mean, you can Google it.
For audience reference, our dad fell off of a thing and broke his femur. That was funny. Oh my gosh. I wish I could say too soon, but that was hilarious.
What do you mean you wish you could?
No. That was funny.
He would appreciate the joke.
Oh no, as soon as we're done, I'm gonna go tell him what you said.
That's a lot more tame than the jokes I was telling him.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay. Yeah, it's got just the 2 abilities.
Latch and
So
drain.
latch and then drain. So you're gonna want to have multiple of these out.
With the latch, I would say it immediately pulls it up too. That's part of the fun, rather than just what and just held on kind of a thing. It's like.
And is pulled into the same space each. And it's pulled into the same space as the Titanolite.
So it doesn't just bite and then do that. It's like, and then starts.
It's like the worms from that scene in King Kong.
That's exactly what I was thinking of.
Yeah,
That's exactly.
Exactly.
Oh, I hate those things.
All right, how much damage does the bite itself do when it latches on?
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2, which is an average of 8, right? Yeah, 8.
Yeah.
And piercing.
Is that an average of 8?
Yeah, because you can't
you're right,
count
you're right,
0.
you're right.
Yeah. And we round up.
Yep.
Yeah, because it's 0.5. 0.5 you round up.
Now. Grappled and restrained. Good.
There we go. The Tanneleech can only have 1 creature grappled at a time. That's kind of all it needs, really.
Yeah, for real.
I like it.
I mean, maybe it. I don't know if this is needed, but I was gonna say maybe it like restores HP based on the drain. I don't know.
Depends on how much health we give it.
Yeah.
I'm thinking not, because it's like I want it to be, even though it's a monstrosity, I don't want it to be like very magical in nature. It's literally just eating like an animal. So you don't see a leech actively regenerating any wounds it has. I don't think it's magical enough to be regenerating those wounds. I feel like if it's wounded, it should have to recover like another animal.
I think that's fair, and then also I just like the thought of there being a bunch of them It just sounds
Yeah.
so gross and creepy.
Yep. Okay.
Dude, what if there's like multiple and they're all attacking the same guy and they're all latching on to the same one?
That would be terrifying.
That
They're
would
all
be
trying to eat
terrifying.
it.
Very
Maybe-
low armor class.
What if we put that in the description saying,
Yeah.
these can latch on to other, or I don't know how you would word it. It might make it more confusing than anything. Allowing for multiple leeches to grapple the same target.
Yeah, multiple leeches may latch the same target.
Yeah. And multiple the same target. That way it just pulls it up and then they're just freaking consuming him up
then
in
they
the trees.
And then they swarm it. That sounds so gross.
I hate it. I love it.
Terrifying.
It is terrifying.
All right. So
Because
low
individually,
armor
they're not
class,
super strong.
relatively beefy. So
It doesn't need
let's
to be
give their.
too beefy.
I know. Let's just give their constitution.
Honestly, I'd be
15.
fine with 14. 15, 14, it's the same. It doesn't make a difference.
Yeah. So, armor class is 8, large, constitution 15. So
Not very
average hit
fast.
points-
They can just
oh, yeah.
elongate.
Yeah.
Just put it,
Maybe in like the 40s?
Yeah, honestly, I was thinking like 40, 42-ish hit points.
yeah.
Between like 32 and 42, somewhere in that range.
Sixty, 10 plus 7.
60,
Plus
10
11.
Plus 11.
Okay.
Yeah, they got some health, but at the same time, their AC is so low, you're still going to be taking them out pretty fast.
Mm-hmm.
Dex 8.
Actually, it'd be
Intellect.
6 because mine is 2.
Yeah. And then intellect, intelligence could be, yeah, very low.
Flat.
Flat roll on that one, yeah.
Yep. Resistances, immunities.
Immune to poison. Cannot be knocked prone.
I like being
Poison.
immune to poison.
Mr. Duergar. Wait, are you immune or are you resistant?
I'm just resistant.
Dental leeches are absolutely disgusting.
Would it make sense for them to be resistant to like crushing damage?
I mean, you step on a leech and they go splat. Crush it.
Yeah, but a one that's like over 10 feet long.
I think it would still be rupturing internal organs and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think they really need that.
Squish, squish. They're so gross. They hang from the trees to mimic like vines. but a dry and empty husk.
Yeah, the soul
leeches
should
are
be made
so
for it to be
gross.
dry.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
That's so gross. They are gonna be so nasty.
Stained.
Sounds like the continent of horrors.
Damage per round. Highest damage per round it could possibly do. 18.
8 plus.
No, it has. It can't do it on the same turn. It doesn't get
Oh,
the
yeah.
attack.
So 3d6 necrotic?
Yep. The highest damage you could possibly do is 18. Well,
Well,
it's
it's average.
Yeah. So
Wait, so does a drain happen like right after it latches?
yeah.
No,
it latches,
it-
and then on the next turn it can start draining.
and then it can
Okay.
keep doing drain.
Yeah.
Well, average damage would be 12. And yes, it uses saves, vulnerabilities, fine. Okay. And it's got a immunity. And let's see. It can constrict. Creature has the ability to restrain and or grapple a target as part of an attack. It can do that.
Yep.
Still challenge rating 1.
Nice. Which means you can have a lot of them. That's the fun part.
Mhm.
Like, oh, hey, there's like 9 of these on the battlefield and you don't know where they are. I would just group them all together.
They have
Well,
really
imagine
good
being
passive
grappled by multiple of them, like having to make the multiple checks would be a nightmare.
Uh-huh. Get freaking latched on by 4 of them. 12d6 every round if you don't kill them. Climb at 10 feet and then blind sight. Because they don't have eyes.
Oh yeah.
Dude, what if they're faster in the water? Because leeches can actually be pretty quick in water.
I mean 30.
How quick are leeches in water? Never mind. They are not fast swimmers. Leeches swim with a slow, undulating motion.
There we go. 30 feet blind beyond this radius.
Yep.
There we go. The Titano Leech.
It's disgusting.
It's so gross.
I love him.
I like it, and it's so gross.
Beautiful. All right. Has everybody gotten a chance to choose which region?
Yes. You need to pick one.
Alrighty.
Pick a region.
Nope, not that one.
Oh, terrible idea.
Hmm.
While you're thinking about it, just thinking about the Thylacoleo, the question you asked, like, would we do a Thylacoleo or something different? I mean, we have just regular dinosaurs that exist in D&D, so there would be no harm in having
Oh yeah,
just
no.
regular Thylacoleo.
Yeah, yeah. My thing was just it was more for just like, what do you want aesthetically and flavor wise?
What's it called?
A Thylacoleo.
A Thylacoleo.
Thylacoleo. It is basically, imagine an ancient tiger thing on a climber, badger, tiger, monster thing of doom.
Like a tiger,
Technically
badger,
considered a
bear.
marsupial.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Interesting.
It's like an ancient Australian predator.
Looks like a rat almost. Very
That being
rat-like.
said, you know, they're not super massive like they are in Ark. Definitely wouldn't be able
Oh,
to...
I know. I would base it off of the one in Ark, though. In the Redwoods. Because I love the one in Ark.
Probably was an ancestor to the Tasmanian tiger, which was actually not a tiger; it was a marsupial.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh. I did not know that.
the thylacine.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're now extinct,
Yeah.
sadly, but they became extinct in 1936. But honestly, like, look up the Tasmanian tiger. I can imagine that they probably descended from the Thylacoleo.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, definitely.
I can get behind that theory. Okay. Let me choose a region. Do I want Rascalia? Or... let's go back to Alabast.
Another idea for a creature. We should create salt elementals in the salt desert and the
That
salt
would be
lands.
pretty cool.
Like, I was just thinking in the salt lands, like, what if there are these, like, giant crabs that have, like, reflective, like, shells that just, like, reflect light off of the bright, salty desert.
I could see that. Dude, every time we talk about the salt desert, I just get thirsty.
Right?
We had these water spouts that would like dig into the ground like super far to be able to draw water from underneath.
Yeah. Our fun little water spouts.
Yeah, we still have them.
Yeah.
Alright, I went with the salt lens. Keep those ideas in mind because I really like those creatures. But just so we get a little bit more diversity, we've also made we've made a huge creature, a large creature, and the medium creature in terms of the harpy. Large creature in terms of the leech, huge creature in terms of the dragon. So let's make a small creature.
Okay, and we're doing it in the salt lands, you said?
Salt lands. So, I'm thinking this is something that you're going to encounter. Not like a swarm of them in terms of game mechanic swarm, but
There's a high number of them.
High number of them. And, you know, just due to the nature of Alabast as a whole, a lot of them have to survive off of scavenging and predation, not a lot of vegetation, especially in the salt lands. So what if there are a bunch of little insectoid creatures that just hop around in groups, and they basically will go in, find other living creatures, and just rip them to shreds with pincers, mandibles, and stuff.
So are we thinking like you remember the movie Pitch Black?
Salt
Do you?
hoppers.
Do you remember the movie Pitch Black with
Yes.
Riddick, the prequel to Riddick?
Yes.
Well, it's like those flying bat creatures that eat that kid at the beginning, where like they open up the light and then they all go nuts and they just rip them apart and eat them. Like that is what you're thinking, or?
I mean, they're small.
Yeah, those ones are small. I'm not talking about the main aliens. I'm talking about the beginning.
Oh, yeah, kind of like that, except not flying, but hopping.
Not flying. Little hopping ones.
Almost like scary little grasshoppers.
So more akin to the scene of the compies eating the dude in the Lost World.
Those would be tiny.
Those are tiny, so bigger than that.
Yeah. We're talking like maybe like pit bull sized bugs.
Ew.
That are extremely aggressive, because I imagine food is very competitive
Right.
there.
Yep.
Well, first question is would they have the ability to burrow in the salt?
No, I think these guys are hop along the surface really fast. They're not burrowers.
Okay. And when you say bugs, what style of bugs? Like, what do they look like? Are we talking like mummy scarab beetles burrowing underneath kind of a vibe, or
Say
more like rhino beetles, or?
No, I'm thinking more like,
Oh, you already said it, like
yeah,
grasshoppers.
like a grasshopper, but a grasshopper with maybe a little bit of big old pincers, like I don't know. I'm trying to think of carnivorous bugs.
Well, like a locust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you change the name to salt hopper rather than or is it a swarm?
Salt hopper. Yeah.
Okay. Plop.
Yep. Salt hopper can leap to an unoccupied space within 15 feet without provoking opportunity attacks. Very hit and run.
Okay. Don't think they should have any traits.
I'm thinking they might have pack tactics.
Get advantage if they have another one within 5 feet of the same target.
Yep. Pack tactics.
Yeah.
Maybe some sort of like natural or bladed armor, like their carapace is super sharp and
Nah, I'm thinking with these things being very hit and run, they're probably cannibalistic and whatnot. And so I think they just win just sheer numbers and overwhelming their prey. And then when they down the prey, they eat the prey, and then any of the other members of their species that also died in that fight.
Honestly, I think it would be kind of... I think I'd actually prefer to have them be tiny. And then just put even more of them out there. All right, you're fighting 20 of these things. Really easy to hit, but be careful.
I mean,
Because tiny is up to 2 feet.
yeah, I kind of did want these things to be a little bit bigger.
Make them 4 feet in size.
Yeah. But I do like, if we were doing tiny, I'd say let's make the little scarab dudes. But honestly, though, if we're making tiny things, I feel like the tiny creatures should be the tiny, like those little lizards that burrow in like the desert and whatnot. And so you could have a swarm, have the tiny creatures there be those really fast little lizards that'll go and just nip at you.
I mean, I think I like these guys as more numbers. Something, I mean, having a 4-foot bug is like, yeah, you could, but I feel like in a salty desert, you're going to be using your internal resources a little bit more the smaller you are. Like most creatures in like a extremely harsh desert are very small.
That is very true. You have a very good point. You have a very good point.
And when we say tiny, that doesn't mean they're the size of a locust. I mean, we're still talking Fallout. We're talking Fallout-sized bugs.
A rad
still.
roach, yeah.
Yeah, like the
Do
size
they
of a
still get
rad
pack
roach.
tactics then, though, if we're fitting
Yes.
more? Yes,
I would.
Okay.
Yeah.
+2 to hit, reach 5 feet, and then we can also make a stat block for a swarm of them. On a hit,
1d4
4
plus 2.
-1.
I like that. Because then they could do no damage to you.
Yep. But you can have a ton in there. No ranged attack. They got pack tactics. They don't need any sort of extra thing. They will just go up. They'll bite and they'll hop.
Yeah. I like that.
Simple and effective. Deploying bugs.
No special reactions.
And if you have that low of a damage, you could be like, all right, I'm going to send 20 of these. They should have a lair action.
Armor class.
These would still be terrifying to like see a swarm of these
Coming at
across
you.
the salt flats.
Knowing they
nowhere
want to
hide.
eat you. Yeah, they see you. That's the only reason they're coming towards you. They want to eat you. Should their intelligence be that high?
I mean, they're high enough to hunt. It's high enough to hunt in packs.
Fair, yeah. What's the average hit points of these things?
5.
Just a ton.
Yep. Don't need any of that stuff. Okay.
It's going to be a 1/8 challenge rating.
Probably.
Average of 2 damage per round.
+2 to hit. None, but it does have pack tactics. 1/8.
Got it. Small carnivorous locusts. Live in the harsh dunes of the salt lands.
Southlands. On.
This is where I'd be like, I would be so happy to see Ghost cast Fireball just
Yeah.
just on ourselves.
Damning.
Just kill all of them.
You guys can take it, right?
Ranging to about 1 foot in length, these carnivorous locust-like insects scuttle across the white crystal dunes of the Saltlands, searching for any prey they can overwhelm with numbers. Upon downing any source of food, they will waste no time in picking their flesh clean, followed by consuming the corpses of their own species that may have fallen in the fight before moving along to the next meal. Legend has it that the saltpopper swarms are never truly satiated.
I like it. Just a ton of them.
There we
Just
go.
imagine, you're doing camping at night. You're having a watch, and it's like, all right, make a perception check. You hear light, almost like someone's lightly tapping on the sand around you. And then you notice a lot more tapping. And then more. And then more. And it just, all of a sudden, just freaking swarm comes up at you.
Yep, and then
Love it.
and then the swarm itself could be a large, like when we make the swarm of it,
Could be a large one.
a large
Mm-hmm.
thing. But there we go.
Nice. We made 4 good monsters.
4 good monsters, which will have which will have expanded things mainly with the swarm form of the salt hopper, and the matriarch of the harpy, and
The various
the
ages
various
of the slate
ages
dragon.
of the slate dragon. So, but I feel like that's a good place to call it. Each of us picked a region, and we all came up with pretty cool stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but that's gonna be what we'll call it. So thank you to everybody who tuned in, lurking or otherwise. And thank you to Tabletop Audio for allowing us this awesome background music to just provide some really good atmosphere and ambiance.
So good.
If you want to support us and help us make more content, you can support us on Patreon. Link will be down in the description and everything. And it's just patreon.com D-Fourtress, as you see it on screen, or I guess on the browser. You can also find a link to it at our website, just D-Fourtress.com. Just remove the dash or the underscore. Just D-Fourtress.com. And you'll be able to find links to all of our socials and support platforms, as well as our merch store, where you can get cool merch like this lovely Artavan shirt.
I love him. Blip.
And yeah. And of course, thank you. Speaking of Patreon, if you get, you'll get different rewards at the different tiers. The higher tier you are, the more Discord access you get, and of course, you'll be able to play play games and stuff with us in the future. And you'll also be able to get some sneak peek previews at projects and stuff we're working on. Not necessarily the video stuff, but like just about any like projects that we're working on, such as unfinished artwork and things like that. And speaking of Patreons as well, thank you to D4 Fan and Brennan. Huge appreciation for your support. We greatly, it means a lot. You're at the Paragon tier, and you've been here a while now, and it really means a lot to us that you've been sticking around this long. So, thank you once again.
In the beginning.
In the beginning. That is where we are going to end it. Thank you all. Good night.